Hello guys, this is going to be my first tutorial. I recently noticed on the UDN forums that people are asking how to export properly skeletons to UDK. Now there are several ways to do that. One of the simplest ways is to use cat and export the skeleton. Another way is to create your own skeleton from bones and try to export that. Using bones gives you agility and freedom which neither Biped nor cat can provide. One good tutorial, and this is not a commercial, this is just the truth, about making skeletons is character rigging for production. Any serious rigger or any 3D artist which designs and creates characters for games must see this tutorial and must own it. It is worth the price. So I have opened here one of my characters, and this is the simple skeleton layout. These are just the bones that need to be exported. There are a total of 66, which is fit for mobile development. Now the actual skeleton is a lot more complex. It consists of over 270 objects. I will just show you now all of them. It allows extraordinary freedom of movement and very easy animating. It has switches for IK, FK chains on the arms. It has automatic twists on the neck, on the tail, on the tongue and on the spine. It has gravity centers. It has many other features. For example, I will show you now just one thing you could never do with Biped. Let me show you my rig. So this is the mesh and these are the control objects. Now pay close attention to the spine. This, I don't think Biped or cat can do any of this. This is just one feature, there are tons more. So, after you have your proper skeleton, you obviously cannot export something so complex into UDK. You will go through a lot of headaches and a lot of troubles in order to do that. So I found an easier solution. First you need to use a suitable naming convention. Name all your bones properly and prefix them with something distinctive. Like I have prefixed them with rig bn underscore. Now after you do that, you can copy your bones. It would be best to unlink them first. Copy them and create a secondary skeleton. This one is my secondary skeleton. I have the same bones. They are named with bn underscore. As you can see, this skeleton has only 66 bones, and here is the difference. On the left you can see the schematic view of the production skeleton I use for animation, and on the right you can see the simplified export skeleton that I use for export to UDK. Now what is noticeable is that this skeleton is absolutely the same in structure as the envelope objects of my production skeleton, and I have used the prefixes wisely. All bones have the same name, only on the production skeleton they have rig bn underscore prefix, and on the export skeleton they have only bn underscore prefix. This allows me to use a script to automatically restrain the export skeleton to the production one. If you do both position and rotation restraints or constraints on the bones, then you achieve the same animation with the export skeleton as it is on the production one. I will show you a short example. If I enable my control objects and I turn the head of the character, the export skeleton will turn as well. Now, how we can use this in order to have clean animation in UDK? All you need to do is make your animation with your production skeleton with all the controls and helper objects. Then select all the bones from your export skeleton and collapse the animation on those bones. In order to do that, you go to Motion, Trajectories, with all the bones selected. You set the limit. My limit of frames at the moment is from 0 to 39. I want 1 key per frame, this means 38 keys, and hit collapse. By doing this, your animation is now baked on your production skeleton, and you no longer need on your export skeleton. You no longer need your production skeleton. But in order to delete it, to have a clean export, you need to remove the constraints. This is easily done if you do right click and freeze transform. Now remember, if a bone is only position and rotation constrained, if you freeze its transformations, those restraints are removed. So now these bones are free. I can move the production skeleton and they will not move with it. And now the last and easy part, just unhide everything else except your mesh and your export skeleton and delete it. Select the skeleton and the mesh and export to FBX. I'll export it under name of 123. Let me delete this file first. Now you need to have your animation starting from frame 0, or else you will have blank frames in it. And also here in the FBX export, you need to click animation and bake animation with the corresponding frames one step. This will export all the keys of the animation. Now we should be ready to test our animation in UDK. I have prepared here my mesh, importing FBX animation, and there we go. And look at how clean the bone structure is. It is suitable for any kind of production because it doesn't have any unnecessary objects. Everything is weighed perfectly and your mesh looks great. So this is from me. I hope this helped, and I hope I will make more like these tutorials soon. See ya.